Hello children, welcome for today's biology class. So today we are going to continue the chapter photosynthesis in higher plants. So today we are going to study regarding light reaction. So what is light reaction? The light reaction, it can be known as photochemical phase also. It includes light absorption, then splitting up of water molecule, and then release of oxygen and formation of ATP and NADPH. So it includes three steps. Light has to be absorbed, then the splitting up of water molecule should occur, and it release of oxygen during splitting up, then along with that the formation of ATP and NADPH. Then later the ATP and NADPH formed here will be used in dark reaction. Okay, so today mainly we are going to study regarding light reaction. Several complexes are involved in this process. So let us study one by one. So here pigments associated, no. So here in pigments associated here are photosystem, that you call that as light harvesting complexes, LHC. So two different photochemical light harvesting complexes are there, that is photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. So actually photosystem 1, it can absorb the peak of light at 700 nanometer, and the photosystem 2 no absorption peak no at 680 nanometer, that you call that as P680, that is photosystem 2, and P700, that is photosystem 1. Okay. So here it is the primary acceptor reaction center, but the surrounding the pigment molecules, they help, they collect the photon and they send here the reaction system center, and later the electron no, it is passed to the primary acceptor. So first splitting up of water, it is the major one. So the splitting up of water during this time no, it is associated with PS2, it is photosystem 2, and the water it splits into hydrogen ions and oxygen ions. So it creates this creates oxygen as one of the net products during photosynthesis. This is the reaction what occurs here. So here, and in the case of next one, phosphorylation. So during phosphorylation means it is synthesis of ATP molecules by cells. In mitochondria and chloroplast, you call that as phosphorylation. So here in chloroplast, as it occurs in presence of light, so you call that as photophosphorylation. In presence of light, that's a photophosphorylation. Synthesis of ATP from ADP. Okay, ADP is adenosine diphosphate, ATP is adenosine triphosphate. So here it is two types of photophosphorylations are there according to the use of photosystem 1. It is cyclic and non-cyclic. Two photophosphorylation. So first let us study regarding PS1, that is photosystem 1 involved phosphorylation, that is cyclic phosphorylation. So it is not concerned with photooxidation of water. The electrons excited from PS1 no photosystem 1, it will be returned back to PS1 itself. So it is concerned with the production of ATP only, that you have to remember. It is concerned with the production of ATP only. It occurs only under special conditions when the NADPH starts accumulating. Okay, so now let us study the step. So light this PS1. PS1 is chlorophyll, P700, that is we call that as photosystem 1. So here there is no splitting up of water. The electron it is being passed through the electron transport chain. So here only the ATP is produced, no production of NADPH. Okay, so here what is studied here, there is no splitting up of water, you cannot see here, and it is returned back, and it is concerned only with ATP, and so there is no NADPH formation, and it occurs when the NADPH is getting accumulated. This structure and this photosystem 1 function, that is cyclic phosphorylation, occurs. Non-cyclic phosphorylation, it involves both PS1 and PS2, photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. So there no cyclic phosphorylation, it was involving only one. So here there will be photo-oxidation of water. There was no photo-oxidation of water. So here there is photo-oxidation of water occurs, splitting up of water occurs. Okay, so and it involves the production of NADPH and ATP both. Okay, both are produced, and the reduction of NADPH also occurs, and the production of ATP, both it is involved in both. There it was only the production of ATP. Okay, so here two systems are involved, PS1 and PS2. Okay, so first you can see the diagram. So here no, so photosystem 2, then later photosystem 1. Okay, so you can see the splitting up of water also here. There no, it was only one photosystem, one was related. So here both the photosystems are involved. So it occurs under normal condition. So there we studied when the NADPH, when it starts accumulate, then there will be the cyclic phosphorylation, but non-cyclic phosphorylation, it occurs during normal condition. So side by side children, you differentiate and study, and this diagram and the differentiation, it is being repeatedly asked in board exams. So here the light, so first no, so the chlorophyll, there is photosystem 2, it is getting excited and it splits up no water, and later and it is passed through a series of electron transport system and photosystem 1, and later you see here the reduction of NADPH occur. So here it involves both what we studied here, so reduction of NADPH and the production of ATP. So here can you see here reduction of NADPH and NADP, and along with that so you can see no splitting up of water also. Okay, so here both it occurs, and along with that ATP also produced here, both the things ATP formation also occurs here. So next one, let us see regarding chemiosmosis process. So here ATP is synthesized in the chloroplast according to proton gradient. So what happens during this time? Let us see the diagram. So in this diagram no, can you see the protons, so photosystem 1 and photosystem 2, when they are working during non-cyclic phosphorylation, so we studied NADPH and ATP both are produced. So this during this production, the protons no, it gets accumulated inside the thylakoid, that is no stroma, it's inside the thylakoid. So when it gets accumulating inside of the thylakoid, so the protons are being pumped out. When the protons are being pumped out, in presence of ATP synthase enzyme, ADP is converted into ATP. Okay, so because of proton gradient, it is pumped out as the protons are getting accumulated more, from higher concentration to lower concentration it moves. So during that time ATP is synthesized. Okay children, this one you call that as chemiosmosis. Okay, so you must have understood, I hope so. So still if there is any doubt, you can contact me. Thank you children.